going to make healthy, whole food choices when our limited food prep spaces are more suited for fast food lifestyle? They make the kitchen so small, and they have every restaurant you can imagine around here. Downtown, metropolitan kind of living, they expect what people are going to go out and eat out. So it's a commercialization of eating, and that's why all the packaged food at the stores. We always talk about the nightmare at the counter in our kitchen. It's just hell. You end up putting stuff on the floor. They want you to cut down on your health costs by eating healthy, but they don't have kitchens set up to facilitate preparing good food yourself at home. And since I don't eat out very much, I'm trying to figure out how to navigate in a very, very tiny, insufficient space. I don't think that we appreciate where the food comes from. We're so removed from the farm now. Being able to go buy seasonal food rather than what we try to do in America, we want to have everything all season long, but it's really not that high quality because they've shifted in the trucks. How can we eat better and on a budget and have some fun while we're at it? It's so colorful. I like all those beautiful flowers and the variety of vegetables. I mean, this lady had everything from garlic to beautiful tomatoes of different varieties. It doesn't really cost a lot to eat well. I mean, I'm an example because I can put it together on a very, very tight budget. I've got beets and I've got beautiful cabbage and greens and tomatoes. But what am I going to do with it when I get home? Where am I going to store it? In this tiny refrigerator here? Or that closet area that I'm using that's supposed to be a pantry, but really isn't? What am I going to do? These are my parents, Francis and Louis Walker. I like this one because they're both smiling. They grew up on farms, and so they were used to good, fresh-grown farm food, and they actually worked on farms. Mom picked cotton, and Dad was a rancher. Here's my mom at her 50th Morning Star Baptist Church anniversary celebration. One of the reasons why Black people like to go to the church is because we're going to have sweet potato pie, coconut cake, Mom's pineapple cake. But we didn't really think about what that was doing to the inside of our bodies. We were more concerned about the cultural aspect and the taste. By the 1960s, McDonald's was coming into play. And here we were parked out in front of the McDonald's before they opened. This is like 6 months before they opened. We drive up there, and Mom couldn't wait. So that's how our diet switched. People are in a hurry because they got the kids in the back, and especially Black people, they got the neighbors, they got their brother and sister's kids, and they're in a hurry. They got 4 jobs, 2 on the weekend and 2 during the week, and they got to have fast meals because they're tired, and they got to get the kids fed very, very quickly. And I know this because I was a single mother and I didn't have time to cook at all. Pretty much Americans, the way we eat is snack foods and eat out a lot. Basically, all we need is a microwave and a coffee pot, and we're set. And this is why we're sick. I want to focus on kitchen function in these small kitchens. And then actual healthy output and why they're not synonymous. The layout is essential, and as you can see in my kitchen, I think that's only about 3 feet by 8 area on the floor they stand on. Where you're going to store the food is an issue. Food prep, pots and pans and utensils, where are you going to put those, okay? Then the safety. If you have the right tools, like your oven mitts, your fire extinguisher, stuff like that, where do you put that stuff? Then your counter space. Right now I've got dishes in the oven because there's nowhere to put the dishes after you wash them. If you try to cook in this kitchen every day, you will lose your mind. You won't enjoy cooking. To save energy, then what's best is to cook in big quantity, break it down, and store it in the freezer. I believe that we all have to get some, as they say, skin in the game. the builders who build our kitchens. As a renter, people in these buildings need to think about that we actually need somewhere to store our food, counters that are sufficient. We need to get full-size refrigerators and stoves, dishwasher, and we need to make sure that it's safe, because when we're running into the cart that I keep rolling back and forth, this is a problem. If we want people to eat healthily, then we have to provide the kind of space that is workable and that we can all enjoy and be happy with.